History isn't shaped by wars. It's shaped by hesitation. A man who didn't press a button. An officer who disobeyed an order. A pilot who waited. A president who changed his words. And a general who delayed an invasion. These aren't coincidences. These are 5 decisions that stopped the world from changing forever. What if I told you the world almost ended in 1983 because of a computer error? Sirens blare. Red lights flash. Soviet radar screams. Nuclear attack detected. Protocol was clear. Press the button. Launch nuclear missiles. End the world in minutes. One man sat in that room, Stanislav Petrov. His screen showed American missiles incoming. Everyone waited for his order. Sweat. Silence. Seconds ticking. But Petrov made a last-second decision. He did nothing. He trusted his instinct over the machine. The alarm was false. Globe showing Europe, Africa, humanity survived because one man refused to press a button. What if being late one morning is the only reason you're alive today? On September 11th, 2001, one commercial pilot didn't take off on time. No warning. No panic. Just a routine delay. While 4 planes lifted into history, he stayed on the ground. Passengers were annoyed. Schedules were ruined. No one knew that minutes were silently choosing who would live. That flight never reached the sky. And because of that, every soul on board walked away. Was it pure coincidence? Or was it fate stepping in at the last second? Because if that delay hadn't happened, this story would have ended very differently. And it makes you wonder, how many times has destiny already changed your life without you ever noticing? In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln traveled to Gettysburg to speak at a battlefield still soaked in blood. The nation expected a long, formal address, but Lincoln arrived with only rough notes. On the night before the speech, alone and exhausted, he quietly rewrote his words. Shorter, sharper, focused not on the dead, but on the living. The next day, he spoke for just 2 minutes. No applause at first. No one realized history had just changed. Sometimes, the words that reshape a nation are the ones rewritten in silence. October 1962. The Cold War is at its peak. U.S. and Soviet forces are on edge. A Soviet submarine, B-59, is trapped underwater near Cuba. American ships drop warning depth charges. Inside the sub, no contact, no air, no orders. The captain believes war has already begun. He prepares a nuclear torpedo. It takes 3 officers to approve the launch. 2 say yes. 1 man says no. Vasily Arkhipov refuses. That hesitation stops the launch and possibly prevents World War III. Would you have made the same call? In June 1944, thousands of Allied ships waited in the English Channel. Paratroopers were ready. Soldiers were already aboard their landing craft. Everything depended on the weather. Violent storms covered the coast of France. Waves too high, clouds too low. One wrong call could cost tens of thousands of lives. At dawn, General Eisenhower made the call. Delay the invasion. 24 hours later, the skies cleared, and history moved forward. By waiting. Sometimes, the bravest decision is knowing when not to act. Subscribe for more such videos.